Hi there, welcome to our booth. My name is Martijn Duim and together with my colleague Roy Scotford, who will be doing the demonstration, we want to give you some insights into Fortinet's cloud workload protection solution called FortiCWP. Today we are going to talk about how FortiCWP works and how it can prevent a Magecart attack and show you where you may have malware and other risks within your public cloud infrastructure. First, let's explain a bit about the product. FortiCWP is a SaaS-based security solution, part of the Fortinet security fabric, deployed in various regions around the world. The key functions of the product are visibility and insights, automation and remediation, compliance discovery and reporting. All of this into public cloud, covering infrastructure as a service from the likes of Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. The product provides 5 main use cases: risk management, threat detection, data security, traffic analysis, compliance reporting. Today we are going to cover the threat detection use case, using the example of the Magecart attack. However, before we talk and demonstrate about this attack, we will first dive a bit deeper into the working of the product. So, how does FortiCWP work? FortiCWP is delivered as a managed cloud itself. It connects to public cloud infrastructure over their respective APIs. The public cloud environments currently supported by the product as mentioned earlier are Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure and Amazon AWS. FortiCWP is part of FortiCloud, allowing the customers to reuse existing experience and credentials with other Fortinet products. So there's no need for a customer to buy software or hardware, it only requires a few licenses. The product has a web interface enabling security architects and security DevOps a singular pane of glass around the multi-cloud. The solution comes with 2 different options. First, the Workload Guardian option. This option allows a customer to monitor and protect virtual machines and instances running in the public clouds. And a second option, the Storage Guardian. This option provides malware detection and data loss prevention functions for sensitive data stored in public repositories or public data stores. In a bit more depth, the Workload Guardian allows a customer to check existing and new virtual machines for the following security issues: vulnerabilities that exist on a virtual machine, for example, unpatched software, operating system not patched, etc. Firewall policies that are in place for a specific virtual machine. For example, verify if there's no RDP or secure shell allowed from the whole internet to the machine. The auditing of creation and deletion of VM instances in a specific environment, and many more other options. The product has dozens of inbuilt policies and also allows custom-defined policies. With the Storage Guardian, the customer can check data that resides on the storage options provided by the supported vendors. For example, AWS S3 or with Azure it's the blobs. For this following security issues. For example, the access rights to data. Check if the whole internet has access to a sensitive data or, for example, a folder that has public write access. In our case, the Magecart attack was using that kind of issue. Second option, what it can do is checking the existence of viruses or malware in the storage. And again, many more options exist inside the product. This leads us to the first use case of FortiCWP and the example of the Magecart attack. Magecart is a consortium of malicious hacker groups who target online shopping cart systems, usually the Magento system, to steal customer payment card information. This is known as a supply chain attack. The idea behind these attacks is to compromise a third-party piece of software from a systems integrator or, in fact, an industrial process unbeknownst to IT. Shopping carts are attractive targets because they collect payment information from customers. If the malware can tap into this data stream, you have a ready-made cart collection tool. Almost all e-commerce sites that use shopping carts don't properly vet the code that is used with these third-party pieces, a recipe for a ready-made hack. Magecart is known to have been active since 2016 and is quite prolific. In its analysis of a Magecart breach in 2018, a well-known research company said it was seeing hourly alerts for websites being compromised by its skimmer code. That earned Magecart a spot on the Wired's magazine list of most dangerous people on the internet in 2018. Most recently, Magecart was blamed for planting payment card skimming scripts at mypillow.com and amerisleep.com. Other Magecart attacks include Ticketmaster, British Airways, and the Forbes magazine subscribers list. How does the product work? How does this attack work? Typically, the Magecart hacker substitutes a piece of JavaScript code, either by altering the Magento source or by redirecting the shopping cart using an injection to a website that hosts the malware, for example an S3 bucket. Researchers have identified nearly 40 different code injection exploits. One way to detect this is to compare the entire e-commerce code stack line by line and see what has been changed. Or use a malware engine that can scan the code and find the malicious code inside. Next, we will do a demonstration of the FortiCWP product with the Magecart issue done by Rod Scottford. Thank you for listening so far.
For FortiCWP, it's delivered via FortiCloud, our solution to access multiple different products. Now, we're talking about the dashboard, and it shows you all of your risk exposure, but we're talking about the risks too, or of a Magecart infection. Magecart comes in through public writable storage in Amazon S3 buckets. So when we click on the exposure level, we can see that we've got public write on Chrome, on GCP, as well as AWS. So when I click on AWS, I can go straight into the alerts. I can see that we've got a violated policy about S3 buckets should not be publicly editable. I'll click in and I can drill down and look at the policy itself. So the policy shows us that we're in violation of PCI DSS, and we can actually look at the context here. Now, at the moment, this policy is configured to just send us a notification. So if we find through misconfiguration that somebody has set up an S3 bucket with publicly editable rights, we will get an alert. We can also know that if that device has the publicly editable, it is open to the Magecart people to install their malicious JavaScript. However, we can go one step further on FortiCWP and we can press the autofix. In enabling autofix, what this does is not only will it send you an alert, but it will automatically send you or update the S3 bucket so this is no longer publicly writable, it is only publicly readable. So as such, we are preventing the Magecart from even getting into your organization. Now, if we were, and we have multiple buckets, and we wanted to know where malware was within our organization, if I click back onto the dashboard here, I can see again, straight from the dashboard, that I have malware. If I click on the View Malware button here, it will show me where all the malware is across my multi-cloud, across GCP, across AWS. Will show you what the storage name is, what the name of the file is, and the fact of all the information of what path it's in, when it was modified, and we can drill down into the storage area, this S3 bucket. I can then drill down go into the bucket, and I can see that it's violating, but I can also view all the documents here. And when I click on this malware, I can drill in, and this is just a test JavaScript. We're not going to install the real Magecart onto the system, but all of the malware is updated regularly by the FortiGuard Labs, which is sharing the intelligence across all of the Fortinet products to make sure that we have a consistent repository for anti-malware. And that's the end of my time.